Good evening, everyone. Thank you for being here today to support my fellow peers and I. If I have not met you, my name is Olivia Griffin. And first, I would like to say how honored I am to be speaking tonight. It is truly humbling to know that those who nominated me trust me with this opportunity. To those gathered here today, I cannot express enough how grateful and thankful we are to have each and every single one of you here today, especially in this next chapter in our lives that you will guide us into. No support system looks entirely the same, but one thing they all have in common is the strength of those who see the purpose in developing the future, that being us. To our parents and guardians, I know that you still view us as those little babies strapping us into our car seats or feeding us with tiny spoons, Mom. Some days we feel like those babies too, just nervous and unsure and hoping we're heading in the right direction. But your constant presence and your sacrifices, big and small, remind us that we are never walking alone. But please know that every single one of you has strapped us into adulthood safely. And that in itself is more than an accomplishment. It is a testament to your unwavering love and undeniable care for us. So thank you. To our faculty and staff, seriously, you hold one of the hardest occupations in the world. You wake up every morning with the mission of pouring knowledge, patience, and encouragement into young minds that always don't want to listen, especially on 9 a.m. on Fridays, maybe 10 minutes before lunch. Minds that managed to ask if something was graded before even knowing what the assignment was. And yet, you break through, and we do remember. Your commitment to us proves that education is power, and all of your hard work matters. It helped us get to this next chapter, which none of us have Spark Notes for, so thank you from the bottom of our hearts. And to my beautiful classmates, today marks more than an academic milestone. It is a reflection of the moments that have shaped us. We are graduating at a time not defined by certainty, but by pride. I hope you know that there are so many people here today that are so very proud of you. The ones sitting in this room, the ones who couldn't physically be here but are here in spirit, the mentors who saw your potential before you did, the friends who stuck by your side through birthdays, an identity crisis, and failed tests. And maybe, most importantly, yourselves, because it wasn't easy. It was messy and unpredictable, and it was too fast. But you've accomplished something that not many are fortunate enough to experience. And no matter what path you take next, remember that you've already proven you can do hard things. Over the course of these years, I've realized that success isn't measured by academic achievement. Success is measured by how we use the skills we've acquired and the lessons we've lived through to create change, to question, to build, and to leave things better than we found them. However, in the midst of the celebration, I don't want us to lose sight of reality. There is a famous Kenyan proverb that says, "The sharpness of our eye is greater than the razor." It means that our awareness, our perception, our ability to see clearly what others choose to ignore is more powerful than the sharpest blade. Where a razor cuts only what's in front of it, the eye sees what's beneath the surface, and it catches things others pretend to not notice. Injustice in plain sight, pain hidden in silence, and truths buried beneath distraction. In a time where our voices are being questioned, tested, and often too silenced, our clarity and our refusal to blur or to look away becomes one of our greatest tools. Because once we see clearly, we cannot unsee. And once we refuse to ignore, we are called to act. I will not sugarcoat this, but we are now in a world where injustice is not only present, it is protected. Where expressions of solidarity are met with punishment. Democracy is no longer a guarantee, and silence is rewarded more than the truth. But perhaps the greatest danger is not in the chaos we hear, it's in what we've been taught to overlook. Maybe ignorance is not just a lack of knowledge, but a choice to turn away. And every time that we choose to ignore, we hand power to the very systems that need to be challenged. So, to my fellow graduates, I urge you, do not trade your sight for comfort. Do not let the world convince you that looking away is easier. Let your vision cut through apathy and conformity. Let your eyes stay sharper than that razor, because the sharper they are, the harder it becomes for the world to hide what needs to be seen. There is truly no one more qualified to do so than our class, and largely our generation. And as we stand firm for the fight of our futures, I hope we remember the quieter, more difficult companions, mercy and forgiveness, that reason and logic never outrun compassion and empathy. That we understand how humility guides our ambition and self-awareness frames our judgment. We are not just walking across this stage today, we are walking into responsibility, and may we carry it with our eyes wide open. So as we cross the stage, like I said, remember that the dreams you dare to fulfill are bound to reality. Remember that your voice is not just an echo of the past, it is a force shaping the future. The sharpness of all of your eyes has been proven to set you farther than you know. Congratulations to the class of 2025. And thank you.